Hey there, this is Mark with Devslopes, and I just want to talk for a minute about what's the difference between Devslopes Academy and different between a bootcamp. And if you aren't aware of bootcamps, basically they are 6 weeks programs or 12-week programs or even up to 18-week programs where you typically go to a facility and you take it in person with live trainers and teachers. In a lot of cases, you have to move there for a few months. In some cases, they do have them online as well, too, where you have to be at a certain place at a time, and then you show up for your classes, and that's usually full-time. They also have part-time programs as well, too, where you might do them at nighttime. In every single case, you have a live instructor and a teacher who's working with you, and you go through the boot camp, and they train you on all the core technologies that you're going to need for a job. And then what happens is, in a lot of cases, they will have the students, they'll try to work on job placements. When you get towards the end, they'll place you in an internship, either free internship or a paid internship, but most of the time it's internships, and they do use those numbers for their placement rates. Sometimes they hire their own students as well, too. To become teachers and as well, which also again is for the placement rates, and that's what a lot of the job placements like. Of course, for the students that are very exceptional, they sometimes have connections with certain companies. But in any case, going to a boot camp is not about getting a job. It's never enough time. In almost every single case, it's never enough time. And you typically spend $10,000, $15,000, or even up to $37,000 for some of the newer boot camps with the income share agreements. And so they're good experiences because you get to work with teachers. That's the key, right? The coaching and mentorship. But the big problem is it's not enough time. That is the big problem. And of course, we couldn't, as an industry, afford a year-long boot camp because that would cost a fortune. And so we saw that problem at Devslopes. We obviously saw the problem with the cheap online courses that they just don't work because there's no mentorship or help or even learning paths. But the boot camps struggle to work because they're so expensive and it's not enough time. So what we did is we created the Devslopes Academy, where you get the boot camp experience, but it doesn't have the limitations of a boot camp. So let me explain how it works. When you come into the Devslopes Academy, it's a 16-week program, but you can take the program on your own time and your own schedule. We do not have live instruction where you're sitting in a class with other students and a teacher, and we do this on purpose because live instruction is not the most effective way to learn. When you've got one teacher and 20 students and only so many questions can be answered at one time, inevitably people are going to get left behind. That's just how it works. It's how it works in grade schools, high school, college, everywhere, right? And so what we do is we have created an immersive learning path where you start off knowing nothing and you go all the way to advanced job levels. And what's going to happen is you're going to do reading, you're going to watch some videos, you're going to do hands-on coding exercises, you're going to write so much code. And then every single week you're going to build out a major project which is graded by instructors. Now, this is key. Having projects graded by instructors is the most important thing somebody could have in their journey. And one of the good things about boot camps is your instructors will look at it. So we do that as well. But here's where the real difference comes in. Our coaches are available all the time for you. And what I mean is, if you're going a little bit slower, you get help. Unlike at a boot camp, when you're in a class with 20 people, if you get left behind, you get left behind. There's no one to help you. You get to go on your own pace and schedule. So our program's designed, if you spend 2 to 3 hours per day for 16 weeks, you'll be able to complete the program in that period of time. But if it takes longer, that's okay. And a lot of students do take longer because they have full-time jobs. They'll come do the program after work. And so you run into problems and issues and you post those things and we respond to you and we help you through those problems. We send you videos and texts and you send us videos of your code, and it's back and forth all the time, and every student is helped. Not only that, the program never ends. So when you complete it, we're still there giving you career advice and coaching you. You're coming up for your job interview, we help you through with that, because learning to code is a journey, it's not a destination. So in a boot camp, it ends. No matter what, when the boot camp ends, you're done. You're cut off. You got no help. No matter what, it's over. But it's not enough time to get a job. So at the Devslopes Academy, we give you everything that you get at a boot camp, but a better experience that you can take with a full-time job without having to quit your work. And then you get the unlimited help and support that a boot camp should be offering, but they can't afford. So that's where the Devslopes Academy comes in and really shines. It's going to be hard work. There's no easy way out of this. Even at a boot camp, people think they can be spoon-fed the knowledge and then they'll come out with a job, and that's not the case. If you believe you'll be spoon-fed at a boot camp, you actually won't get a job, and then you'll be down $10,000 or $20,000. So that's the big difference with Devslopes Academy. It's an immersive boot camp with unlimited coaching, and we work with you on your time schedule, and we help you even after the 16 weeks are done. We help you all the way to the finish line, no matter what. We will be there for you to grade your projects, look at your resume, push you to that finish line, whether you want to get a full-time job or become a freelancer. So it's more like a coaching experience than anything else. It's a permanent community that you're part of as we help you develop your career, which is actually, I think, far better than a boot camp because the learning doesn't end. So I hope this is helpful for you.